The story begins in Afghanistan's Kandahar province. Military forces prepare for an engagement with insurgents. They've identified an insurgent holding a large gun and a 122mm shell casing. However, they opt to wait for the main task force before taking action. Despite the region's challenges, Canadian forces persist in their operation on the treacherous Hyena Road. Over the radio, the team shares updates on their location, weather, and the insurgents' actions, signaling readiness for engagement. Members of 39er Alpha, a military unit, receive orders to extract from their current location. While en route, they learn of an insurgent threat in the area and seek confirmation of the insurgent's death. As they approach the extraction point, they are ambushed. The unit's commander, against orders, fires an incendiary round at a suspicious patch of road, causing an explosion that reveals the ambush. The team swiftly moves to safety as enemy fire intensifies. Military units engage in a firefight with insurgents on the road. 39er Alpha seeks a strong point to wait out the attack, while 31 Charlie moves toward their location. However, they are warned about IEDs on the road. The units are blocked and surrounded, requesting fast air support as they seek an entrance to a compound. Amidst gunfire and explosions, they send sitreps to their commanders while clearing the way to the compound. Soldiers strive to rescue 4 personnel trapped in a compound, surrounded by insurgents. An elder, with peculiar eyes, urgently beckons them inside. The team requires a quick reaction force, QRF, for extraction, but chaos delays the elder's description. Despite facing enemy fire and the loss of the elder, they successfully extract their personnel. Now, uncertain of safety, they rely on a local guide to find their way to safety. Being stationed at Kandahar Airfield, KAF, in Afghanistan feels surreal. The base, surrounded by blast walls and razor wire, houses 35,000 to 60,000 soldiers from 45 different nations. Despite the challenges, there's a determined effort to make a difference, exemplified by the construction of Hyena Road, a vital route into enemy territory. However, opposition and civilian casualties mount, prompting a call for help from BDK, a local militia leader. The dedication ceremony for the road is planned, but military personnel must juggle other matters, highlighting the complexities of serving in this war-torn land. During a meal break, soldiers Ryan and Pete Mitchell discuss their recent engagement in Haji Baba, where a soldier died due to an IED explosion. Pete then shares a personal story about an elder in Afghanistan who protected him by inviting him into his home. Pete wonders about the elder's identity and the reason for his protection. He also explains the Pashtunwali, the tribal code of the region. The conversation concludes with Pete reminiscing about a hotel room in Cyprus. 2 military men discuss intel regarding a potential attack in Kandahar City. They've heard rumors of a ghost, believed to be a known enemy, returning to the area. One man arranges a meeting with the ghost, planning to bring reinforcements. Amidst casual banter, they joke about fraternizing with goats and express unease about being captured alive by the enemy. Later, grim news arrives. 2 soldiers from the 10th Mountain Dog Company have been captured after encountering an IED. Fearful of the same fate, one man requests his comm logs to be filled out. Before setting out on his mission, Wolf reveals his need for a restroom break. As soldiers ready themselves for extraction within their convoy, casual banter fills the air. Amidst discussions about trust in their fellow soldiers and the radio playing Leif Garrett's playing in a rock and roll band, a new character emerges: the cleaner. Despite his anonymity, the narrating soldier admires the cleaner, considering him the bravest man he's ever known. Their conversation about the cleaner's motivations and unwavering commitment amidst the chaos of war leaves lingering questions. Over a meal, friends Muhammad and Ryan share a heartfelt conversation. Muhammad expresses gratitude for Ryan's past assistance in his village and offers to repay the favor. They delve into rumors about a legendary warrior, the Lion of the Desert, who has resurfaced to fight in the region. Muhammad reveals that the lion hails from a place called Abdullah Jan, although this is merely a cover for the warrior's true identity. The lion, celebrated for his unwavering spirit and as a mujahideen who once defeated the Soviets, stands alongside legendary war figures like Rommel and Patton. Despite his previous ties to the Taliban, the lion's return to the battlefield ignites renewed interest and anticipation in the region. During a military mission in Kandahar City, chaos erupts as multiple explosions and hostile encounters unfold. The convoy is disoriented, and reports flood in about civilian and military casualties, as well as vehicle-borne and coordinated improvised explosive devices, IEDs. Amidst the turmoil, troops maneuver, exchange gunfire, and engage enemies while desperately trying to escape the city and reach safety at Camp Nathan Smith. Two soldiers, Haji and Zero, discuss their recent encounter with 5 suicide bombers and reflect on their experiences in the war-torn city. Haji admires Zero's rifle skills, and they banter about their roles and the rules of engagement. Their debate delves into the morality of their actions and the motivations of the local populace. Haji offers to assist Zero in gathering information about a village, revealing his connection to the governor's palace. Amidst it all, they share light moments, joking about each other's appearances and personal habits. Pete and Chewie discuss their ongoing search for intelligence on potential threats in the region. Pete questions the value of their efforts. Meanwhile, a female soldier confides in another about her missed period, expressing concerns about pregnancy. The scene concludes with the soldiers sharing moments of camaraderie and longing for loved ones back home. In Afghanistan, a poppy field owned by BDK is destroyed, leaving local farmer Abdul Malik in dire straits. Abdul, effectively a slave to BDK, must pay $5,000 at the end of the poppy season. Despite the ISAF's demolition, BDK demands payment from the downtrodden farmer. The conversation hints at a complicated history between BDK and the ghost, who may return to protect his family's honor. The speaker seeks help in monitoring the village for payment clues and potential conflict with BDK. Their plan: enlist the ghost as a powerful ally for their mission. Meanwhile, other soldiers grapple with their mission's complexities. One soldier believes one bullet can change everything, while another debates his terrible dancing skills. A radio transmission reveals an approaching convoy with VIPs, including a double agent. As tensions rise, the soldiers face a tough choice: engage hostile forces abducting children or follow orders and await further instructions. Despite moral dilemmas, they maintain professionalism and adhere to the rules of engagement. They discuss their commander BDK's potential sale of young girls into slavery, expressing concern. However, they choose not to intervene due to rules of engagement and BDK's CIA protection. Descriptions of BDK's past actions fuel their thirst for revenge, leading to a risky plan: invite BDK to a ceremony as a means to bring him down. Simultaneously, they arrange a meeting with the ghost, a mysterious figure, and tighten security at both the ceremony site and the safe house. The team must prioritize their mission to dismantle BDK's network, even if it means temporarily overlooking the immediate plight of the captive girls. Meanwhile, soldiers Travis and the unnamed speaker grapple with their own moral conflict. Witnessing the injury of children during an attack shakes them. The speaker questions the loss of innocent lives and the apparent futility of their efforts. But their conversation is abruptly halted by news of another explosion and the death of a civilian father of 5. Urgently, the commander calls on non-kinetic staff to locate enemy weapons caches and disrupt command and control. The Hyena project remains paramount, despite the civilian casualties. The soldiers' moral debate takes a backseat as they focus on their critical mission. In a covert operation, soldiers meticulously plan to monitor a ceremony and a safe house where potential enemy attendees may gather. Led by an unnamed leader, the team strategizes, emphasizing key elements such as meeting with the ghost, a valuable ally; securing a clear line of sight for observation; setting up an extraction plan for swift action. During their mission, they encounter Haji, a grape farmer unexpectedly offering them $5,000 US. Haji invites them to attend the ceremony for Hyena Road, explaining that his daughter was taken by Bashir Daoud Khan. Their presence would honor him as an elder of the region. Meanwhile, a military officer reflects on a past encounter with Bashir, who brought dishonor to their cause. The speaker discusses the need to stay alert, gather information on a suspicious individual. As the scene transitions, the team prepares for their mission, discussing the current situation and anticipating the arrival of their general. In a high-stakes military operation, the team huddles, discussing intercepted communications as they brace for their mission. Anticipation hangs thick in the air as they await the arrival of their convoy. Suddenly, their senses sharpen. 3 white, up-armored SUVs approach a safe house. The team springs into action, attempting to disrupt communication between the target and the SUVs. Their efforts yield success. They obtain the call sign of their primary target, BDK. But there's a twist. Their intel reveals that BDK's father, Bashir, demands more than just debt repayment. He seeks the return of his granddaughters and missing son. The tension escalates as they realize that critical information about the target's family had been previously overlooked. In another theater of conflict, a military operation takes an unexpected turn. Soldiers, led by callsign Ghost, mistakenly perceive an unarmed enemy soldier as an imminent threat. But the truth emerges: the Ghost seeks an honorable death. Despite the confusion, shooting erupts. Meanwhile, the military unit 39er Alpha faces dire circumstances. Under attack from insurgents and running low on ammunition, they urgently request backup, QRF. The response is grim. It's 1.5 miles away. Desperation sets in. They call for a fire mission, but it's dangerously close to their position. Amidst the chaos, Golf 4 Romeo defies orders, initiating the fire mission. The consequences are devastating. Golf 4 Romeo pays the ultimate price, and the unit grapples with regret and sorrow for the loss. The soldiers gather, their hearts heavy with the weight of loss. Ryan, their comrade, believed to be assassinated. Whispers circulate. A tip from an uncle hints at the danger that claimed Ryan. But it's the sheer number of men they call uncles that baffles them. How many uncles weave their lives into this tapestry of conflict? As they prepare for the ceremony, the narrator weaves a tale, a historical echo from distant sands. Alexander the Great, once a conqueror in these very lands, faced his own trials. His friendship with Clytus the Black, a loyal companion, shattered tragically. The past echoes in the present, and the soldiers grapple with bonds, betrayal, and the inexorable march of fate.